What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Jose Zepeda versus Josue Vargas, and this was a 10-rounder in the super lightweight division. And this fight was Saturday, October 30th, from the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden in New York City, New York. And this fight was broadcasted on ESPN Plus. And in this fight, Jose Zepeda was able to get a scintillating first-round knockout victory over Josue Vargas. And let me just say this first. Jose Zepeda totally proved me wrong. I have to be honest, I was picking Josue Vargas to defeat him by unanimous decision because he had a very lackluster performance against Hammer and Hank Lundy. He didn't look good. He looked very slow, not as aggressive as usual, and he looked like he was really scared to get hit after getting dropped like 4 times against Ivan Baranchik, but here, instead of being gunshot like he was against Lundy, he came out guns blazing, and first of all, he landed a beautiful overhand left, literally like a minute and 10 seconds into the first round, that dropped Josue Vargas flat on his face, and then Vargas was stumbling and bumbling on the ground, was just wobbling around. He ultimately got up from the first knockdown, but was still shaky on his feet. Then he was still wobbling around the ring. Then Vargas was in a corner after Zepeda was pressuring him, literally like 10 seconds after getting up. And then Vargas was still in that corner, and then Zepeda just started going ham on him. He started throwing 1-2s after 1-2s, and then Zepeda was ultimately able to make Vargas out on his feet and was just throwing shot after shot. Hopefully, Vargas is okay, but he took a brutal amount of punches while he was just out cold standing, and then he ultimately fell down in his corner. Referee waved it off. What a knockout. Scintillating stuff from Jose Zepeda. Excellent performance. Totally proved me wrong, as I mentioned before. And what is next for him? He is definitely due for a big fight. Out of his last 3 fights, the opponents he fought in his last 3 fights were pretty good. Defeating Ivan Baranchik by knockout, defeating Hammer and Hank Lundy, and now defeating Josue Vargas. This was really Josue Vargas' first ever true loss. I know he has a loss before this, but it was by DQ when he was 18 years old, and it was a very controversial DQ. This was really and truly his first ever loss, and it was just brutal, absolutely brutal. Some people were saying this was too big of a step up. I thought that, who knows, because of his boxing style, it would have worked well, considering that Zepeda didn't really look too great in his fight against Lundy, but wow, Zepeda just looked amazing here. But what is next for Zepeda? As I mentioned before, I think he should fight someone in the top 5 at super lightweight. I gotta be honest, I would not mind seeing a rematch between Jose Carlos Ramirez and Jose Zepeda. When they fought for the title, it was a very, very close, controversial fight that saw Ramirez winning by majority decision. But if they were to rematch, who knows what would happen? It would be for a non-title bout, obviously, considering that Ramirez lost to Taylor. But I would love to see that. And who knows? I would also love to see Zepeda versus the winner of Taylor versus Catterall, which is ultimately going to happen for those undisputed titles. So I think Zepeda is definitely due for a huge fight, or even Zepeda versus Regis Prograis. That would be an excellent fight between Prograis and Zepeda, 2 top guys at 140 going at it. I would love to see that fight as well. But as I mentioned before, Zepeda is definitely due for a real super fight, a big fight at 140 with another guy in the top 5. But as for Josue Vargas, I think he should go back to the drawing board and fight some lower level opposition before coming back, possibly against someone in the top 20 or top 15. I don't think he should fight someone in the top 3 like he did against Zepeda here. He should just take it a bit slower than just stepping up immediately here. Fight someone in the top 15, fight someone in the top 20 after getting a win over like a journeyman, something like that. He should just take it slow, and he definitely does have a promising career if he's able to box and counter and really just use his skill and ring generalship in his next couple fights. So overall, Jose Zepeda defeats Josue Vargas by brutal first round knockout to get his 33rd victory, or to get his 35th victory, 27th by knockout. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.